It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true, it's your feel-good breakfast show. Welcome back on this beautiful Friday. And we've got to get into the musical box, and it's being ticked in a big way. At just 22 years old, Schwabie is quickly becoming one of the most exciting new voices in the Afrikaans music scene and even beyond that. Originally from Mossel Bay, the singer-songwriter has built a strong reputation through very honest storytelling and chart-topping releases with a voice that leaves a lasting impression. I can't wait for you. In fact, we don't even have to wait. Let's take a moment right now to listen to this talent before we get to know the man.
En as jy geweet het wat ek nou weet, sou jy vergeet het van al jou leed. En as jy kon sien wat ek in jou sien, so alles weer sin maak, dan het ek jou dalk verdien. Ek sal hardloop, ek sal wag, ek sal ry, ek sal
Beautiful. That was the song Eeuwigheid, and right now we get to know the man behind the music. Give it up for Schwabie! Come on! That's that Friday energy that you deserve. Schwabie, welcome. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah?
A bit tired, you know. I'm not
can
used to this early
imagine.
mornings, but it's really nice to be here.
It's so good to have you, and I can't wait for our Feel Good fam to get into your music. But before we even listen to the songs, let's talk about the journey in order to get here. So you've been focused on music fully for about 2 years now, really just being such a beautiful success, and it's just the beginning. So take us into your mindset where you were studying at Stellenbosch and decided, you know what, I don't want to crunch numbers anymore. Let me pursue music. What happened? What went down?
So, you know, from an early age, I've really loved making music and playing guitar. That was the first love. And when I started writing songs, I think it was when I was 17 in 2020, then I never thought it was an option or career path or anything. But when I went to study in Stellenbosch, I started playing gigs in you know, the basics in the kuierplekke and so on. And then some of my friends started making it in the industry, and they kind of took me under their wing and helped me with making good choices regarding just how to go about all this stuff. And then in Stellenbosch, I started singing and doing a lot of gigs, and I met Henry, who is now my producer and also a good friend of mine. And we started making music in George because he started a studio there. And then in 2024, I told my parents, like, just give me a chance.
You sat them down, you said, listen.
And they were very supportive, and I took a gap year. And I decided to do the music just for 1 year. That was like the plan. And then I think at about the 4th song for that year or so on, it just like, it boomed.
It took off.
And I'm very grateful that I can be doing this now full time. And it's so fun. I really enjoy it. I haven't looked back at the studying in a while I dropped it or anything. I'm really grateful.
But you know what? You left the studies with a plan, and I think that's really what makes the difference, right? Yeah. You gave yourself a also goal of saying a year is what I have to really make it, and then you did. You became even that and more. So shout out to your parents for also believing in you and backing you in this moment. But I love the fact that you really put your heart on your sleeve when it comes to your music too. It feels very personal, but all the fans just connect to it in so many different ways. So when writing songs, I mean, we heard a little bit earlier from Eeuwigheid, there's also Hout, and your latest release called Alice. What was your process of turning kind of real life experiences into music?
So I think it's easy to like look at other people's songs and just try to copy that. But what I tried to do is I felt like in the time I started writing, I felt like there was space for Afrikaans people to get someone who's more eerlijk, you know, more honest, and just giving them someone to relate with. And I think that's why for me, when writing, the more like honest I am with myself, and the more I don't think about what the people want to hear, just what I'm trying to get out. That's like the process for me, and I think that's why people love it so much. It's because they can relate to it, and they can really like find something out of the music that can make them feel better.
Yes, absolutely. So what's your process? You sit down, you write on napkins, on your notebook, on your phone, on your... What do you do?
So it differs. Sometimes I sit with my notebook and I write it with a pen. Sometimes it's like a note on my phone. So it's never the same. But sometimes I'm on a flight and I get like just a snippet or just a melody or anything, or just a a verse and I will write it down and brainstorm a bit when I get back home or so on. But it's never the same. That's
I
why,
get you.
yeah. It's,
There's nothing like that 2-hour no Wi-Fi zone in order for you to really just get focused. So let's talk about the music that we are getting. Also, Vriesam, the album coming out. Tell me, do we have a date? Do we have the singles? What do we have around it? What can we expect?
so from a writing point of view, it's basically finished.
Yeah.
I have another song coming out with Henry and G-String. They were also
Yes,
here.
they were here not so long ago.
Yeah. So we have a single coming out with them and also with a friend of mine, Vreemd. But further on, it's just solo songs, which I'm very excited about. I don't have a date yet because we're releasing it piece by piece. you
Is
know.
it this year though?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's 10 songs on the album and it'll all be out
Wow.
at least the end of this year.
Ah,
So it's very
Schwabie, you
exciting.
spoil us. You spoil us. We appreciate that so much. And today, Expresso fam, we get to experience the goodness of Schwabie. It's going to be a sound that you're really going to enjoy and carry with you as we enter into the weekend. So, sir, thank you so much for being here. And we can't wait to get into the music.